Hello, viewers! More Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes. Yes, that's the name of the game. Someone's talking to me on IRC. Said say what? It wasn't me. I need to address this. Okay, that is addressed. Yeah, Chrono Trigger Crimson Echoes. We are in Pora now. Get out of our way! We want to look around and poke around your stuff. So we're kind of prissy. Like, I don't remember Luca being that, like, we're royalty, get out of our way, we're better than you. And the same with Marl, it was kind of the story of the game, it's the reason why... Eh? This guy must be important since he has music. But, yeah, it was like the story of the last game, that Marl was a tomboyish princess and she escaped the castle in the game, and that's how Chrono met her in the first place. Yeah. That's how we ended up travelling through time. So we're talking to useless people. I'm just kind of exploring to see if, looks like he might be sick. So does he. Just seeing if there's any items I can abscond with. I can pinch. And that guy sitting down just looks wrong. Your cook is bad. He smells and he can't cook. What did he say? What did she say? I suppose. I was going to say, was that another example of her being all snobby? But no, it makes sense. They are kind of like, woe is us, we're poor for no reason. Although it is your own leaders, it's your own leader's fault. This is a tank which isn't close to being constructed, it's not functional at all. This is... an engineer. Yeah. He's boasting about his, creations. The king doesn't want us to split up, apparently. I don't know why we can't just... one of us can't enter. We should be more than strong enough, but... we do have other means. These sick guards we mentioned before... Luca has a plan. That's cruel, Luca. Let's not do that. Except we have to do it, since it's part of the story. Luca, don't repeat yourself. You already said that, and I said that's cruel, but actually this time I've changed my mind. Let's just kill them for some reason. Steal their uniforms. I hope that was kind of a, you know, there's really no animation to like knock them out, knock them in the back of the head, or do a karate chop like James Bond / Austin Powers, but yeah, I just hope we didn't kill him. And we are both poor agents and we both look identical, but there's something about the one in the front that makes me think that's definitely Luca. She seems to be paler and she seems to have breasts, even though they're definitely identical sprites. I don't know what makes me think that. But anyway, Luca doesn't have breasts anyway. We can go into here and speak with General Moncrief. It's quite an odd name. God, he's doing excellently. Better than crappy old Paw. Sure. So it's basically get the hell out of my face. See, he has different colours when we leave the room, but on the other hand, she kind of is a snivelling little troll. She's very prissy, which I've noticed in this kind of, unofficial sequel. She's a lot more royal and regal than she was in the last game. 1 minute, let me check something. Alright, we're cool. It was a lie. So now we are booted out of port, we cannot return, but the poor agent, I was about to say angel, has returned. We can return to Guardia and tell them our story of what we encountered, how we visited the future, and talked to people for a bit. Poor agent came into the future, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. I don't know why that had happened. It wasn't night, it's still daytime, but apparently there's no place for a princess to stay, even though we are a battle princess with magic and a big dart gun, but no, apparently we can't stay there. I suppose it's based on the story, seeing as something we happen later on. Never saw this last time. Never got that tonic. Oh, I've been in the forest. Yeah, the monsters are called mystics, and they're not all bad guys. None of them are bad guys, actually. Well, some of them are. Thank you very much. Yes, please. The tank is being made. It was before it was impossible to complete, but all of a sudden they have the means to complete it somehow. How odd. How queer. But we can go back to Medina, apparently it's called. Funky Cold Medina. But yeah, I always thought it was called Guardia. Oh well. Well, I guess at some point in time I knew it was called Medina, but right now I'm thinking, yeah, I thought it was Guardia. Hello, brave soldier. Brave, hands behind his back, suited. Slick-haired soldier. It's not slick-haired, it looks more like a centerpine. 16-bit version, poorly represented centerpine. But, let's move across the bridge. And they're attacking? Poor is attacking? Oh noes! I didn't have trouble fighting this boss last time. Hopefully I don't have trouble this time either. I don't think I was leveled up any higher than I am now. But yeah, it wasn't too hard. But that might have had quite a bit to do with the fact that I have 3 party members this time instead of just 1. So if one of them dies, it's not the end of the world, and they can heal each other. And we actually have a dedicated healer. So I will use Cyclone since it attacks all 3 body parts. The head is what you want to hit the most, but I might as well hit Cyclone. I might as well use Cyclone anyway. Actually no, I won't. Well, how much did Cyclone do? This enemy is immune to fire attacks, but I don't think it's immune to Antipode, so let's try that out actually. Antipode will do a lot of damage to it. Hopefully it does. Yeah, it does quite a bit. The head has the most defense though. But we will continue to we'll just concentrate on the head. Yeah, Cyclone does just as much damage, so we won't bother wasting our HP. I will use Anti-Well when it seems necessary, or a well even, and just to give our health up. That's what Orwell looks like. It heals all of our party members, just for about as much as a tonic, which is useful. So we don't need to heal yet, since we know this guy does about... Actually, I'm not sure how much he does, but I'll know that next time he attacks. His magic attack does about 20, so it's not worth worrying about too much. So we can just attack him. Yeah, his attacks really don't do much, and he's got 3 of us to hit as well, and not just 1. He's a lot easier than the Golem anyway. None of these attacks are worth using. I suppose in this battle, if it was harder, if the enemy was harder, I would use Luca as a dedicated healer, but with items, because because her fire attacks do nothing to it. And I will use ice on him just because it does more damage, and I have enough ethers to use on him if I need to. Actually, that did nothing. I thought Marl had good magic. Maybe he's just resistant to ice. So yeah, that how much does it do? Yeah, I will use Aura Well now though. So it's not something that needs to be done too often, it's just really when I get about, you know, that low. There's no set number like in the Golem fight, just whenever I feel like I need to use it. I'll actually use it one more time just to be secure. Actually no, I won't, because the head is healing every turn, and I want to just knock it out. I'm not actually sure how close it is to being destroyed, and her dart does do about as much damage as the I think I will use an Aura Well now though, since it looks like he's about to use his big tech. His dashing tech that hits all three of us. We're fine for MP, we're fine for health, we're fine for hitting him. Not much that needs to be worried about here. We've just healed, so I don't need to worry about recovering the damage from... On the other hand... I think I'll use single auras now, actually. But that is kind of... does kind of waste MP, so I don't think I will, actually. I'll attack for one more turn. Just to see how yeah, and I will use an Aura Well this turn, since it looks like we need it. Once the gorges go up, and look who will attack the head. Just want to stay safe with the HP, since he has an attack that hits all of our characters. But on the other hand, we do want to attack as often as possible, since his head also heals the other two parts. Once the head is out, though, the last two parts are very easy, since they don't heal anymore. We can play a lot more defensively, and yeah, there'll be nothing to worry about. There's the head gone. I will heal now, since I can afford to. Hopefully this doesn't level up or anything. No, it's fine. Did the same amount of damage as it always did. I will use an Aura Well now, just to be secure, and I will use Cyclone with Chrono, even though I've only got one more to spare. I'll actually use an Ether on Chrono, just in case we need more Aura Wells, and I will actually use Antipode. I'll use Cyclone... Huh? Yeah, oh, they're in different orders, I forgot about that. Cyclone first and then Antipode. Yeah, it's not, don't really have to worry about that. Actually, I will worry about it. No, I'll use Antipode once and then I will, I'll heal next turn. The Antipode, it's definitely our strongest dual tech now anyway. So I'll use an Aura Well once we both get our bars up, Chrono and Marl. Just to keep ourselves safe and not dying. And I think that is probably the last Aura Well I'll ever have to use. Out of MP with Marl anyway. I probably should have used an Ether on her just in case. I have enough HP to survive one more of those anyway, and he won't be using any other attacks, since his, oh, the wheel died, but the middle didn't. Strange. But, that is the tank taken out. But how did they make the tank? How did the moon get there? It's a weird thing to say, since, you guys won't know what that is. Unless you do know what it is. It's Bill O'Reilly Talking about how the moon got there. Saying God obviously did it. God did not do it. Silly Bill O'Reilly. Aliens did it. Oh, we've got to fight some guards. I forgot about this. I'll use an ether on Marl. These guards are easy, but I'm still going to want to aura well just in case. You know, something out of the blue happens. These guards are incredibly easy. I will just use a single antipode on them actually. I remember that taking them out last time. If they'll actually let me take my turn. That's not how you select antipode. This is how. Yeah, they only have 60 HP. I never even noticed that before getting to see the HP. Is it only when... No, because Luca has the thing attack. So I'd say it's only when Luca attacks, but no, Chrono attacked there and he was able to see it, so... Anyway, that's the guards taken out. They were easy, a lot easier than the bloody tank anyway. We all level up. And Poor decides to retreat. And they managed to do so since they happen to be really quick for whatever reason. Even Moncrief. We pick up... I forget what we pick up here. A gate key. That's how he managed to travel through time. I don't know why you keep it in your house. I don't know why you just don't keep it on you, since it's pretty valuable. You know, being able to travel through time is a dangerous thing to give away. But anyway, that's enough for now. I don't know why Marl is in front. I forget when that happened. But that's enough for now. Once again, hopefully you're enjoying this LP. It's probably weird me still saying that, but yeah, I'll have more up soon. See you guys later. Bye.